Cavalry. What's up, Johnny?
What's up, Andrew? We are the Cavalry. I like how before we start, we're just like, yeah, what's up? And then we hit record. Okay, it's energy time.
Right, we can turn it on, baby.
Oh, yeah, we are professionals.
We may be dead inside and soulless, but when the lights come on, when the Zoom light hits red record,
We know how to fake it.
We are faking it. Thank you, everybody, for listening. This is the Cavalry, where Johnny and I need backup. And also, you may have heard in the intro, we will back you up when you need help in your life if you leave a review. And that has happened again. Somebody, they believe it's his second situation. He even reached out on Facebook. Kyle, shout out Kyle, was looking for help, and he was nice, and he was like, is it allowed to leave another review? And guess what? It's allowed. You can leave as many glowing reviews as you like.
Do you hear that, everyone else? It's allowed.
It is allowed. So real quick, let's give Kyle's situation. He left a really long one, so I'm gonna give a summarized version. But basically, oh, Johnny, this is right up your alley because of it's pet related.
Oh, perfect.
So he has a family. Kyle, he's got a wife and I think a daughter, and they went and got a dog from the pound. He wasn't sure about getting the dog. He didn't know about getting the dog. It wasn't his idea. Okay. They went to the pound. But
I think I know where this is going. He should just put it down.
Great.
Just
well,
kidding.
Kyle,
no idea where it's going.
Heard it from Johnny. So yeah, they get the dog from the pound. He was like, oh, we're just gonna look, but come on, everybody knows how that goes. Once you get in there, you're dead. You're getting the dog. So it leaves big. He says huge Jurassic Park Triceratops sized craps in the living room, and he's the one who has to always pick it up. It's like his job. So much so that like his wife will call him when he's like at the grocery store to like come home and
pick up a turd.
Pick up that's the level of it's his responsibility. So then they went camping and they weren't sure, should they bring the dog, should they not bring the dog? His wife swore if they bring the dog, she would take responsibility for it. But then 2 a.m, dog's barking like crazy. He gets up, can't find the dog. I guess took off. So but he was the one who had to go find it. And he thinks he shouldn't have had to do that because it shouldn't be his responsibility. Does that all make sense?
First of all, yeah, that does make sense. What I'm confused about is so him and his wife went to the pound or the rescue place. Whose idea was that? Like, who wanted this dog?
Well, his wife, I believe, or his daughter. Let's see if I can. Let's just say it wasn't him.
Well, then why is he even picking up the turds?
I think the problem here is it's like you establish precedent. Everything in life, it's like, especially in family life, it's all you're setting. You don't even know you're doing it sometimes, but you're setting precedents, right?
Like you going to the grocery store.
Going to the grocery store during a pandemic, that's a precedent. Now it's your job forever. Picking on a side of the bed, right? You sleep on one side of the bed, that's forever. There's a lot of times, so you pick up dog shit. I mean, you think you're just doing a responsible thing, but you're setting a dangerous precedent.
Yes.
So I want to back Kyle up here, but I mean, he made some crucial mistakes early on. But I will say
to the pound.
Right. But I will say, yeah, and that's another thing. Like, you can't go, no one's ever gone to the dog adoption place and just like, yeah, you know what? Turns out we weren't in the mood. Like, who has the steel balls to just go, none of them are quite cute enough. I don't think any of them are desperate enough to be saved.
You know what? To avoid hate mail, I will not share my success stories of pulling that off.
Oh, my God. Your pet slander continues. That you have pulled.
It wasn't all right. These dogs didn't make the cut. No, we're out. It was, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Come on, let's just go look. No, I don't want to do this. I get dragged there. I'm like, now's not a good time. I convince her we can't do it. I shut down. I turn off my soul. I walk through like a robot, and I'm like, yeah, we can't. And then eventually, we do this enough times, and then we end up getting a dog every single time.
Yeah. Oh, so you do, but you don't. It doesn't work for you. You do end up getting the dog at the end.
Eventually, but not every single time we
Oh,
go.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
oh, to get, Suki, we went 3 times, and it was the third time that wore me down, where she got,
Wow, that's
so
impressive. Okay, so I think the real truth is though, like unless you have like a strong allergy, if somebody in your family wants a dog, I mean, you're gonna get the dog.
yeah.
You're
And
gonna
sometimes if
lose.
both of you have an allergy, that's still not enough.
Right.
We had 2 cats, and we're both allergic to cats, so that's ridiculous.
Oh, that's insane. Oh my god. I am allergic to dogs, but then our dog is hypoallergenic. So that was like one of my. I was like, it's got to be a hypoallergenic dog. But then my wife has a habit. She'll just call any dog hypoallergenic. She's like, if she just likes a dog, it's like, oh no, that's Bruce. Bruce is hypoallergenic. You don't have to worry about. It's like, well, what? How do you know? He's like, oh, he just trust me. You're not gonna have a problem with Bruce. He's really nice. And it's like, okay.
So is your dog really hypoallergenic?
Our dog is. I don't have
Oh,
because
okay.
she's part poodle. Like there's like a science to it, you know. Not every dog that's just a nice dog is hypoallergenic. That's what I try to tell her. But anyway, so I think how do we back up Kyle here? I think like it shouldn't be your responsibility, but as long as you keep taking the responsibility, you
Yeah.
continue to set precedents
They,
where you're kind of
I hate
screwed.
to say it, they're calling his bluff, and
Yeah.
he's fallen into it.
Here's what it is. You clearly they've sniffed out that you actually love this dog and they're going to use that against you.
Yeah.
So the only way to get out of this is to prove that you do not love the dog. you have
Yeah.
to you have
It's
to
hard.
find a way.
It's hard.
No, it's impossible.
I'm in the
Dogs are
same
very
boat.
lovable.
I'm in the same boat. I love our dog Batman. We have our pug Batman, and I love him, but I have to keep up this armor to avoid, Aaron coming home with 6 more Batmans every single day.
Right. Yeah,
I have to
man.
act like, man, I'm putting up with Batman. This is such a chore. You owe me for this dog. When really, of course I love him. I mean, his farts smell terrible, but aside from that, it's not that bad.
His farts are not hypoallergenic.
No, they're not.
His
They're whatever
farts
the opposite of that is.
cause severe allergic reactions. Well, yeah, I think like dogs are great, you know, but it's I don't even know. Kyle, I think you're like in way too deep. I wish there was something I could say. I think it's going to be your responsibility, and you're in
Yeah,
big trouble.
I agree. Andrew, I back you up
You
on
back me up.
yeah,
Kyle's out
I'll
in the
back
cold.
you up.
Perfect. Great. All right. Well, again, leave reviews and we can shout you on the podcast. Johnny, how was what do you need backup on this week, Johnny?
Let's see. What do I need backup on? Okay. So yeah, we've discussed oral hygiene. Now here's
Yes.
my little thing. I don't think my wife acts like it's the grossest thing in the world to not share, that's the bad word, to
Oh.
occasionally use the other person's toothbrush.
Oh,
Let's
I
say I
love it.
didn't bring my toothbrush. Okay, can I just use your toothbrush? And she's like, oh my God, no. That's if I did that's your toothbrush now. And I'm not like, that's the grossest thing. But if you think about what married people like, the stuff we put in our mouths other than the other person's toothbrush, like it just doesn't seem logically like that's as gross as it's a deal, as they make it out
I
to be.
I'm 100% behind you. I have the same problem. I've like a million times been on vacation or whatever, and I forgot a toothbrush or something, and I was like, oh, I'll just use. And then I know what she'll say. I know she'll be mad, so then I have to like pretend to do it or something. And then he's like, "Where's your toothbrush?" And I put it back in the cupboard, in
Oh,
this
so you
hotel
just use
cupboard.
hers
Yeah,
without
yeah,
telling
yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But then it's like wet, you know, so there's a
Yeah.
whole problem there. But yeah, I don't understand that either. It is definitely one of the things that you're sharing that's not, you know,
It's not like the toothbrush goes in, gets the shit off the teeth, and just keeps it on, like it's caked
Right.
on top of the bristles. It comes off the toothbrush,
Yeah,
and
I
then you
mean it's
use it
in
again.
like basically toothpaste is like soap, right? For your teeth. It just
Right.
tastes better. So it's in the soap mixture at all times and then gets rinsed off.
Now,
As it goes to the theory, like, can soap get, right, like bars of soap? People are like, oh, gross, this bar of soap is somebody else's. But it is itself soap. It
right?
can't be
It's soap.
dirty.
Right.
It's always
Ah.
clean by definition.
Well,
The way I
I've said
understand
this,
it.
on stage. This is, and it's because it's a true story. But my wife has complained that she has smelled my butt on the soap in the shower.
Impossible.
It is impossible. I think it's made up.
Impossible.
She'll
There's
be like,
no
"Can you not use the soap directly on your body?" Oh my god, I think I could smell your butt on the soap.
no, that is a phobia. There's no way. You'd have to have no butt can overpower actual soap.
Right. That would
I
be
don't
the end of the
think.
universe.
It's some sort of super butt.
All
Some
right.
sort
And
of
I do not have a
magical
super butt.
No, man, I could not be more behind you on this. I've had this exact same discussion. I've been on the exact same side of the argument. And I know it's not a gendered thing because I know there's dudes who hate the idea of their girlfriend
girl
or wife
using it?
using their toothbrush. But it doesn't bother me. Like, would it bother you? Like, if it's your toothbrush, put yourself, reverse it.
No,
It
not
wouldn't
at
bother you
all.
for a second, right?
No.
Yeah.
You know, I
Anyways,
ended up
and we're talking about
I
your wife, not some I'm not saying like anybody,
oh right.
like a
Yeah.
roommate.
Yeah. No. That's the thing. I mean, like making out is grosser than sharing a toothbrush.
Yeah, because there's no soap involved. There's no toothpaste involved in making out.
Right.
Maybe there should be. Maybe like every time you make out, they should just like put a little crest in each mouth.
Or
You
we
just get
both
in
brush
there.
our teeth. We don't spit. We just start making out.
Right. And then you do like a little extra cleaning, rubbing the tongues along each other's
Right.
teeth,
Yeah.
getting what anything anybody missed.
Yeah. You do
That's a
that
great
and let me
idea.
know how it works, and then we'll try it if it works out for you. So when we
Yeah.
were on this weekend, we went. I just used my kids. I don't know why I even asked. I should have done what you did and just used it.
Do what I did. Yeah, just do it. And go,
Okay.
oh, I thought that was mine. That's a good
Yeah.
one. Oh, whoops.
Oh, I thought your white one was my black one. Sorry, I don't.
Oh, yeah. Wait, is that? Oh, well,
I
I
always get
used it.
those
I guess it's
confused.
mine now. I don't know. Oh,
Because it's mine now. You can borrow it if you want.
She's like, this toothbrush tastes like your butt. Were you washing your ass with my toothbrush? No, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Oh my God, I'm so behind you. And I would love to get some science on this, or like a dentist or somebody to weigh in. Like, what is, we're in the COVID era, of course, but like you're quarantining together, so that's nothing. So like,
No.
what is the actual what is the actual sanitary purposes of a husband and wife or two partners of any kind keeping their toothbrushes separate?
I'll ask my brother. He's a dentist.
There you go.
I'll ask him, and I'll
Please.
get back to you.
Please ask. Remember to bring that up next week because I'm so curious what the answer is. But he's on the team big teeth maintenance.
Big pharma.
Big pharma. He's gonna be pushing those electric ones. He's like, oh yeah, everyone in your family needs like 6 at all times. So I don't know if I trust him.
I think he's too new. I think he's too. I don't think he's jaded yet.
He hasn't been indoctrinated
Yeah.
by big teeth. All right. Well, that's an easy one. That I'm couldn't be more in your corner.
Nice.
Yeah. I have one. Okay. Somewhat related. Also hygiene related. So, has your wife ever used dry shampoo?
Yeah.
Do you even know what it is?
I've heard of it, and I know
Okay.
she's used it because she's talked about it, but I haven't witnessed it.
Okay. So I heard it doesn't sound like it makes any sense. Right? Like when you imagine it, what do you even imagine it being?
I don't
Like
know,
it's
foam.
Yeah, right. Okay. So my wife has dry shampoo, and this happened this week, very recently. I'd never seen her use it. Same situation you're in. Never seen her use it. Kind of heard her
Yeah.
talk about it, but I'm like, that doesn't even sound. There's no way that could work, right?
Yeah.
In lieu of like taking a shower or something. How is it
Yeah.
even possible? Let me tell you something. I use this dry shampoo. So it's not a foam. It's like powder. It's like comes out like talcum powder, and you
Okay.
put it in your hair like shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how much I'm going to
I'm
detail this way.
following.
How stupid do I think you are, Johnny? You put it's no, but
You
and
put it on the
it's kind of
table.
like white. It's kind of like white powder, and then you like rub it in like you, but it's all dry. And I swear to God, it worked. Like your hair is not greasy anymore. It takes like 2 seconds, and I'm like, why? So we're two dudes, right? We didn't know dry shampoo. It's never been marketed to us. No
Yeah.
one has ever thought to make dry. They should make dry shampoo from. It's way more of a dude product because
You
it's like
put
two
it in. You
seconds,
don't have to shower.
no shower. Can you imagine college or being a comic
Yeah, I don't have
with
to
like
imagine.
6
I did
roommates?
not
Yeah.
shower, regardless of the
And having
shampoo
dry
issue.
shampoo, what a game changer that would have been.
Ah, yeah.
So where I need backup, I guess, is what I'm saying is I think 100. I don't know if this is a product. I'm trying to raise some money or something, but dry shampoo like targeted for men, like making it like in the whole ad campaign, like, oh, you don't have time. You're a gross, ugly man. You don't have time to take care of yourself or shower. Dry shampoo, because like that's the problem with quarantine. Like, and we don't have kids yet. So it's like
Yeah.
there's nothing really keeping the schedule together. So the showers can get pushed into like the late afternoon, evening.
Yeah.
And if you don't shower by like 8 p.m., then you're like, what is even the point? But then you don't want to go to bed all gross. Dry shampoo. Oh my God. It's like, it's a game changer. It should be 100% for dudes.
You should go on Shark Tank, and that's your whole pitch. Is just like, okay, this is not a new product. I'm just
Right.
here
I'm not
to
inventing anything.
suggest that we tell men about this product that's already out there.
But that's like half the products out there. They're like, because guys are all insecure about their sexuality. So it's like, it's moisturizer for guys. Finally,
Dr. Squatch.
Yeah.
You want to smell like a lumberyard?
Yeah, it's got to be like a hairy dude with an axe telling you to like exfoliate.
Right.
Otherwise, we won't do it. I don't know. I don't need it to be marketed for me. I think it's a little expensive. So they need to find a way to bring the cost down. But
I think it's more like for me, I don't know if this is like a guy thing or not. I'm just like so lazy because my wife will be like, oh, you got to do this face skin thing. It feels so good. It makes your skin. She does it every night and it takes her, 45 minutes, and then I'll do it. And I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does feel good. That was nice. I'm not going to do this again for probably 10 months when you get bored and want to do it to me because I don't. Why?
Right.
No,
I know. It's like I have like shampoo, and then I have like a face wash, and I have like the body wash, and then I have, after I get out, I have like lotion for my body, and then I have face lotion. Now the days that I actually
you got way more than
5
me.
of those out, I mean, like maybe a wedding, like my wedding, or like I don't know what it would take for all 5. That's something's going on if I'm doing all 5.
So you're saying you have those, but that's
I have
I
those in my
like
arsenal.
that's part of your daily routine.
No, I mean I'm hitting 2 out of 5 is like minimum shampoo, body wash. I mean, a real lazy day is when it's all shampoo. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's just shampoo in your hair that go down to your face. I'm running late, and just body wash the rest of it with shampoo. That's a bad day. That's not doing the due diligence.
No, see, my bad day is just bar soap. I'll get shampoo next time.
Have you ever washed? I've washed my hair with a bar of soap. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, that's terrible. Oh, yeah, I've done that one. It's like
it like makes your hair so dry.
It's like worse.
Yeah, it is worse. Especially when it smells like somebody's butt. The bar of soap.
Well, it depends on whose. But go on.
Well, So all I'm trying to say is dry shampoo for men. That's the pitch. Give me $1
I
million. Let me get it off the ground. Let me do some Instagram ads. I'll put it up, get it some influencers behind it. I just need some support. But I'm telling you, I think most guys are like me or you. We don't even understand the concept. It doesn't even make any sense. We didn't even understand what
well,
it
I'm trying
was.
to think. I do,
Could not
but
have been easier. 30
I
seconds.
but so then you would do that without the shower, and then
No
what? When you
shower.
do shower, it's just I don't have to wash my hair because I do that at a different point in
No,
my day.
you don't shower. You just, because,
Oh, you
you
don't
know,
shower.
you can skip a shower. You never skip a shower. You never go one day, skip a shower.
I during this pandemic, I think I've showered 4 times.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So the thing that gives you away, like if you're like, especially in the Zoom, oh my God, you're just giving me more ideas. So like in the Zoom era, what gives you away that you haven't showered? Because I shower before all these Zoom shows and this podcast, no big deal. But
You shower
what?
before the Zoom shows and the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you?
Do I shower before a Zoom show? No. No. I go upstairs, get the same wrinkly collared shirt, throw it on with my basketball
Well,
shorts, and
that
do
I
the
do.
show.
I have one shirt hanging in my, but I shower because I feel like my hair gets really greasy, and it's like a dead giveaway every time that like this guy has not showered. Is my
See,
hair greasy?
my hair's very different. I have thick hair. Aaron has very thin, and like I don't know. I think that the dry shampoo is better for hair like yours and Aaron's than
Maybe that's the case. I don't know, but I'm telling you, like, I guess what I'm saying is what you were saying about, oh, I'm not going to do this 45-minute treatment on my face because it's a time suck, you know?
yeah.
This is like the opposite of that. This is like a time adder. It's a time boot. It's like, oh shit, I got to be at work in 5 minutes,
Dry
and
shampoo.
I slept in. Dry shampoo, bam, and I look great. And
I
I don't
like
think
it.
it's not marketed that way to anybody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's what I'm.
it's a dangerous marketing. Like if someone had the balls to market it that way, it either be they'd be shooting themselves in the foot, or they'd be like, oh man, everyone would be like, why didn't I think of that? You know, they're
I'm telling you,
basically marketing skip showers.
yeah.
Use
But
this.
oh, I see what you're saying. Because then like big soap gets mad at you.
You don't want to piss off Big Soap.
Big teeth. I've already pissed off Big Teeth, saying you only need one toothbrush for the whole household.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't get Big Soap mad at me. All right, we'll tread carefully, but
No, but I back you.
um,
That's great. I would love to have in my arsenal just skip a shower, still clean
oh
your hair.
yeah. Okay. What's your other life issue we can
All right, so
solve?
this is I don't know if this is a backup. I'm lost. I'm too far gone. I have 3 kids. You're about to have a kid. Just the whole like I struggle with knowing like even tweeting or videos like am I too in the dad life that I don't know what's actually funny? Like is kid stuff, I guess what I wrote in my notes is kid stuff like actually funny, or is it just like death to it? People always say, "Oh, they have kids," or the comedian got married, they stopped being funny.
Oh,
Like, cause like that I tweeted yesterday, I thought it was hilarious. My kid, it was last night, and he was like, I don't know, he was trying to fart on me, and then he was like, because I was reading him a story,
I'm
and he
laughing already.
see, it is funny, and he was like, Dad, what would you do if I farted on your face? And I'm in a good mood, but I'm like irritated. I'm like, you got to stop farting on it. Smells terrible. You got to stop it. And then he said that, and I was, in the same mood, like joking. I was like, well, I would probably throw you out the window and then run you over with the car. And he just started sobbing. And I just thought that was hilarious. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And so I tweeted that happened. I tweeted what happened. They said, now my kid is crying. And I'm just like, I don't even know. Like, is that funny, or do people see that and they're just like, okay, what you,
Oh no. That's funny.
okay.
That's funny. I think like I remember hearing like Gilbert Gottfried or something talking about because he had like a kid when he was like 60 or something,
Yeah.
and he's like, I'm not gonna talk about my kids and do all that, but it's like it's just another aspect of life, right? Like
Uh-huh.
you're gonna talk about what you're doing in
Right.
comedy, and if you didn't talk about it, it'd be like super weird. Like
Like, can you
you know,
think of
you're spending all
comedians
your
that like
time.
have kids that have kids, but they don't talk about them at all?
Yeah, I mean, it's I can't think of any off the top of my head. I guess Gilbert, but I mean,
Yeah.
he's so weird. Uh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's funny. It can be like any topic. I think it can be like boring and hacky, but so can talking about anything. Talking about
Right.
politics,
Right.
talking about sports, talking about whatever. It's just all about how you do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's like I'm for sure like and the other thing is like again it goes back to like we talked about this before with like I don't know like the quarantine or stuff
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah.
you're just not
The
going to
the
mention it.
Todd Berry tweet.
Yeah, you're just going to have this life, so you're going to have a kid and you're going to have a life-changing thing and it's just not going to come up in your act.
Yeah.
You're going to have no thoughts on it. You're going to oh well it's been covered, you know. It's like yeah, all
Yeah.
this has been covered. Everybody
Right.
everything we're dying here. We need something to talk about, you know. We
Yeah.
need some area to be creative from. So yeah, no, I first of all that's hilarious. I also a little worried that your kid did not know you were joking. It says something about your anger issue.
I'm trying to think. I'm
That
trying
you-
to think because there have been like countless examples of very similar things happening, but I can't think of the other ones. Oh my
How
god.
long does like that? So what do you do when you're what your son? I take it
Yeah.
your son starts crying. What is your next? What do you say next? Like, oh, of course, Daddy was joking.
Yeah.
He's not gonna run you over with
I
the
mean, yeah.
car.
Last night I was like, "What? Are you? You think I'm serious? You think I'm gonna throw you out the window?" And then I'm like, "Well, first of all, I don't think I even
Right,
processed far enough to think like, wait a minute, this is if you poop on my head. I should have
right,
started crying when you asked me the question. If we're playing that game,
yeah. No, this is the scene. This is what gets thrown in your face though when like the social worker for whatever reason is like monitoring you and the kid.
huh?
Well, he did. Daddy did say
He
he'd
did
run me
say
over to the
that.
car. Oh, well, he. Wait a minute. He said he was gonna fart on my face before I
No,
said
he said he
that.
was gonna
So
poop on my face. He
poop
did
on my
fart on my
face.
face.
So two sides to every story. Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
And then the caseworker will be like, sir, he's 5 years old. Okay. Hey, all right, I'm just
just thought you'd like to
that's what he
know. Just
said.
like
Yeah, just do you want to know the truth or not?
the whole picture. Okay, I thought you were intellectually curious about your job to do your job.
Do your job. Kid's gonna poop on my face and you
Yeah,
just
I didn't call.
dismiss it?
You didn't see me calling social services when he said he was going to poop on my face. I
Right.
took it.
Good. I feel
Well,
very
this is
supported.
good. I'm because I am going to have kids, so now I'm learning from you. You know, I go, okay, don't tell my kid I'm going to throw him out the window and run him over with the car.
Right.
That's
Because
something. That's
they'll
something
make a big deal about it.
I could have stepped in that. That would have been bad. You know.
Yeah. Learn from my mistakes.
But you have. So what made you think though that that wasn't funny? That he did the tweet like not do well or something?
No, I
Or
did think it was. I don't know. I don't know. I never follow up on my. Well, I just assume I'll get one like from my brother, and that's
right,
it. I don't
solid.
follow up. But
Good job.
I I don't know because I just didn't know. I was like, I think this is funny. I put it out there, but I'm just like, is this gonna get eye rolls? Whatever.
But what makes you think it's going to get eye rolls? I guess is what I'm asking. Because you just think there's like a
Because
general
it's just a
attitude of
story of this guy, his son said something about poop, and then his kid's crying. Like, I don't know.
I think you're over analyzing
I'm
it.
over insecure.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Like this is like so Edie. This was a long time ago. She wanted. I mean, you'll see the kids. the experts in torture. Like in wars, they should have kids do torture because they're just nonstop. They just will not stop asking for anything over and over. And I said, okay, this is the last time. I keep giving her stuff, brain stuff in her room. She's supposed to go to bed. And she was like, okay, Dad, I need, this isn't important. I was like, all right, I'm going to come in here. This is the last time. This better be important or else I'm never coming back. I'm just not doing this ever again. I don't know what my
I'm
I don't know
gonna
what
throw
my
you
kid
out the
is.
window and run you over with my car.
My wife always tells me, like, you always have all these empty threats, and it's true because I get so mad. I'm just like, you need to not do that, or else, we're just no TV next week at all. Which is
Yeah, and they
that's worse for me.
Right.
But I'm just like, well, if I say it, they're going to get so scared they're going to do what I want. And that's
Hey,
not the case.
you better behave, or else I'm gonna give up all my free time and attend to you
Right.
all week. Okay, so you better watch it, or else I'm gonna be highly inconvenienced.
Right. That's exactly what it is. So I'm like, all right, what is it? She's like, no, I'm serious. This is important. And I come in. This was so long ago. And I come in. I was like, all right, what? And I could tell she didn't even know what she was gonna say. And she goes, how come the Hulk, his pants are always purple? Oh, really? That's what was so important. Oh my God.
That's so funny. And that's cute of how not afraid she is of you, because you're like, okay, this better be good. And she's like, oh yeah, it's important. Yeah. And then she's like, I'll figure it out in the room.
Yeah. I'll wing it.
She's like Don Draper. She's like, I'll nail the pitch in the room. Just wait till I get in there. She like vastly overestimated her skills. What? The Hulk? Oh my God.
She's looking around the room.
That's not even a great Hulk question. There's a lot of good questions about the Hulk and his pants, but why they're purple?
Yeah, why they're always and they are. They are, see?
They are.
This is what made me think of the story, actually.
Oh yeah, purple pants.
Yeah.
The Hulk.
Oh, that's weird. It's because of the green screen. I'm like, why can you not
I
see
couldn't
the Hulk?
see it. I could only see the purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Another great visual gag.
Yes.
On the Cavalry podcast.
All right. What do you got? What do you got? I feel okay. I'm gonna stop being a baby about
that. Here we go. I am trying to build a patio in our backyard. It's one of my big quarantine projects, and little DIY opportunity. And so what do you do? I like done a little bit of construction in my life, but like, and I think I helped my dad or something with one long time ago, but I was going straight to YouTube for everything. It's like, okay, I'm going to watch some YouTube videos, figure this out.
Yeah.
And so I watched, like, there's a million of them. There's like how to install a patio, how to lay the base, how far to dig down. And then it's like some guy or girl, like this old house, or old clips, new clips, all sorts of stuff. It's all, first of all, it's so much less helpful than you would imagine it to be, because all these YouTube stars are like, they're not even like young kids. They're like old guys who are like renovation YouTube people. They're like trying to be comedians. They're packing this shit with like comedy sketches. Like they're falling over and running people over with their tractor, and like got the dog involved and all this shit. And it's like, just tell me how to build this. And you're like skipping ahead, and then there's an ad, and then you have to go back, and it's you miss something. And so they're doing all this shtick, and you're already like stressed out because you're like, I want to put this in well. I want to do this. If I spend the money, I want to make sure it's good. And these guys are just joking around on there. So like, leave the comedy out of the instructional videos.
Yeah. I don't like, I know what you're saying, and I'm thinking of like their motivation. Like, what are they thinking? People are like, what should we do tonight?
No, it's all started
with, see a movie. No, let's put on that let's watch a how to build a deck video and see if we get some good laughs.
Oh, you're so right. You're so right because it's like know your audience, okay? Everyone
Yeah.
who's watching you is just so desperate for information and lazy enough they're not going to read a book or talk to another human being. What they would like to do is just watch a YouTube video. They just want the facts. Just give it to me straight. I don't need I don't need to be entertained. I don't even want, this thing's 25 minutes. Just we could cut a solid 10 out of this, I think. Out of
I
every
totally know. I totally know what you're talking about. I totally agree. I think it's like a different world. I think it's a whole different world because like we had to paint the shutters and I had to watch a video of like, how to pull out shutter plugs or, just something very specific. And
right.
you click on this video of this guy removing shutter plugs and it's like, 48,000 views on
Yeah,
what the hell? Like
yeah,
they're just this world of, DIY, like, oh,
yeah.
we gotta add humor. That's how we gotta pull away from him. He's not being funny. So when people need to figure out how to do shutter plugs, we're the guys that are funny and entertaining.
Yeah, you want the funny guy. You want
Yeah.
the No, but
You
it's
want to
like
show while you learn.
I'll tell you what it is. It's all this HGTV horseshit because they want to be these hosts, on HGTV, and when you watch one of those shows, it's always like the wacky husband, the wacky guy, and he's like, "Oh, look, he's spraying the workers with the paint again," or "Oh, look, Chip jumped into the lake. What a wacko! Oh, what a funny guy!" And so they watch that stuff, and then they try to replicate it.
Yeah.
But just tell me how to do it, please, for the love of God, just please. And then I have to go in the comments because that's the other thing. Because they're joking around so much, they skip steps and they just assume and also they're doing it in like the perfect environment. They're like, hey, let me put this patio in my backyard that's already perfectly level. Nobody ever brings up the fact that maybe your backyard slopes at like a 30-degree angle. Okay. So yeah, wow, how do I attack that? But so I'm in the comments like looking for people who are criticizing the video and adding facts that I need. And that is a
Right,
dark
right.
place when you're searching YouTube comments for how
To try
on
to
the
get
DIY
accurate
video.
information.
Yeah.
Oh
So
man.
if anyone's listening to this, and I know the hypocrisy, this is going on YouTube and they've got way more views than us. I get it. And we're trying to be funny, but
We're
that's all we're trying to be doing. We're
we
not
should
giving any information.
We should start like while we're podcasting, we should be building decks or like just a
Oh,
side thing. Just be like, oh, good story. So, anyways, you got your nail. I don't even know any
let's
technical
just
terms besides nails and hammers.
it's a good start with a deck. So you got your nail. You're gonna need at least one of those. Pretty sure.
It's a good idea to have a few on hand in case you
You can
drop it.
always go and get more, but definitely start with one. No, we should just title every episode like "How to Hang a Barn Door," "How to
Hinge
Lay a
replacement.
Foundation for a House," and then just never get to it.
Yeah.
On our wedding day, we had to YouTube how to tie a bow tie. I was like in the right before I was about to go out. That's like one thing that I hadn't thought about. And my buddy was an Eagle Scout, and he
Yeah.
was working on it, and we had to look it up on YouTube how to tie the bow tie knot.
Were there people cracking jokes while they're showing you how to tie a bow tie?
I was so stressed out, I don't even remember. I'm sure there were though. I'm sure there's the funny guy with
Funny
the
guy
bow
that
tie
jumps in a lake
videos.
while he's tying his bow
Yeah.
tie.
Whoops. God, these guys. And they always use their, just give me the information. That's all I'm saying. Just tell me how to do it, please. And if there's somebody out there who's good at this stuff and you're like, oh, I should make YouTube videos, but you think the market's too crowded, like, well, I know how to make a deck, but there's already 10 million ways. The market is, again, this is another business opportunity that I'm just handing out for free. There is a market for someone to just make the goddamn 2-minute video and just say exactly how to do it and not, well, my wife, she loves snickerdoodle cookies, and I told her I like chocolate. Like, just shut the fuck. Just give me what I need to know, please.
Yes. That's what they should have like categories, like where there's like a symbol in the title of the video where it's like,
Right.
loaded with bullshit you won't want, or
Right.
straight to the facts?
Right. They should flag it like they do for like content or, you know, like
Yeah.
pornographic materials or something. They should be like, there's a little flag should pop up like, warning, this video is going to have a lot of jokes that don't land before you get to how deep you need to dig your gravel base.
Right.
Oh my God.
This
Anyway.
video has a lot of extra bullshit you're going to want to skip over.
And that's the beauty of ours. It's just all bullshit. There's no
It's
information.
all bullshit. Yeah. Oh,
Isn't
so
that
much
refreshing?
bullshit. It is. No pressure on us to build a deck. I'm impressed that you're building a deck. I can't. That stresses
No,
me
it's
out.
not but it's not a deck. It's not a deck. I should be clear. It's a patio.
What's the difference?
The patio is just in the ground. A deck would be like wood that you build up above the ground. So these are like pavers, you know, like big concrete squares, and then you dig down. You lay like this. I learned it eventually. You dig down, you know, and then you put down gravel and you tamp that down. You level it out, and then you put down.
So you don't need wood for yours.
No wood.
Oh, nice.
Pavers. Yeah.
No
nails.
I'd
Zero
manage
nails.
to screw it up. No nails?
No, you can screw it up bad because.
What do you do with the hammer?
Oh, you need a rubber hammer because you got to like hit the things into the sand.
How could you screw it up bad?
Because level. Oh my God. Have you ever tried to make something level just in any time in your life? That's a nightmare.
Yeah, I've never.
But like the ground, so like you need the patio to be level. Like, so if you put furniture on it, it's not like falling over, you know? But my backyard is like the people who had the house before us, they made like a like skate park in the back, you know, like they had like a monster truck rally course back there. They like, so it's like crazy on level.
Yeah.
So I basically had to like dig way down on one side and then not as much on the other side to like level it out. So anyway.
Do you think that every homeowner thinks the previous homeowner was a lunatic?
Yes. And I've talked about this before, but like on those shows, like again on HGTV, everybody shits on the previous contractor, designer. Like, oh God, what were they thinking? And I just would imagine them watching it somewhere going, you know, it's called style, okay?
You just want to
taste.
What were they thinking?
You're gonna come in with your beige and yeah. But yeah, like my dad would always, when we do any home project, they're like, oh, look how they screwed this up. Someone really half-assed this job. And it's like, they're gonna say that about us when they dig this corner up again.
The next guy going through when we had that electrician come because our outlet wasn't working. I have to call an electrician just because the outlet doesn't work. He was
didn't you press the button in the middle?
No, that was upstairs. That was the outside outlet. That was a different. That was the time. That was the time. It was the same electrician. He was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty booked up. I'm not coming out. Just try the buttons. It's probably that." And it was. But he came here before. Like this was before that. Our basement, half the basement wasn't getting power, and he was just going around. He was like, "Oh, why do they do it? Why do they do it that way? They just really did. See, this is why we have code." These people, I don't know what they were, and he's just like ripping on them. It's like, I don't even know what you're talking. Do you need me?
I would do that, right? I would if I were. Do you need a nail? Will this help? I have like 6 more of these. I would do that if I were a contractor. I would do that no matter. It could be perfect. It could be like perfectly up to code, exactly how they were doing. But I'd make a huge speech about how, because you know, you don't know, I don't know, right?
Right.
It's like, oh my God, what a mess up there. This is gonna. Whew, I'll try my best, but they really did a number on this one, you know. Maybe that's what it is.
Extra hourly rate.
Yeah, just like, you know, get some points.
Yeah. If I can pull this off, it'll be a miracle. Oh, I'll try. No promises.
Then he pushes the button in the outlet.
He pushes the middle button. All right, I did my magic.
Starts packing up his tools. All right, that'll be $1,600. All right, buddy. We should hit the hay. Listen, everybody. I don't know what I was going to say. Hit the hay. I'm not going to go to bed yet, but thank you everybody for listening. Remember to leave a review and 5-star review, and what you need backup on in your life if you want us to discuss it on the show. Subscribe on YouTube, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Oh, and you know what else? I have a thing now.
What's that?
I'll say this too on the next episode, but we have a website where we can easily, it like tells people how to review our podcast. So I don't remember what it's called, but next episode I will tell you, and it's like going to make reviewing the podcast so easy. Yeah, this is a cliffhanger. This is a cliffhanger to promote something that I should have written down, but I will promote the next time.
Is the video full of people joking around and telling jokes? Like, if you're going to leave a review, my wife, I wish you would review my meatloaf.
Right. That's exactly it. But thanks everybody for listening, and we will see you next week on
The Cavalry.